Hello, everybody. It's Mr. D1 at blogspot.com. And hello, Kelsey. And I'm going to discuss how I use structure in my chorus classroom to help them from the very first day of school. And if you have anything you want to ask or add, please do it. I just sent this email. Hey, Tracy King and Missy, and thanks for the hearts. So here we go, and you chime in anytime, questions, whatever you want. So from the very first day of school, I know my sixth graders are scared. That's number one, because it's a big new school for them. And so I set up my classroom so that when they walk in the door, I put a note on a chair, and it says, look at the board. I have a Promethean board. So they walk through a hallway, they see this, and then they walk around and they look at the board and it says, find your seat. And I've already put their names on the seats that they're going to sit in for the first couple of weeks. First and last name. So I did a lot of prep before they walked in. And they just turn around, and I have classes of 60 or 70, so I've got to immediately create that structure, and I don't know the kids at all that first day. So they turn around, and then one or two of them will start to figure it out, and their first inclination is that they can't find their seat, but they go around and they look, and they 60 to 70, yeah, big class, Tracy, seriously. So I've got to have my stuff together, right? So they start to find it. Now, once the first few do it, then everybody just follows like a school fish. That's kind of how it works. And hi, Julie, and thanks for joining. So they, go to sit down, and then I also put on the board, I have copied a puzzle or something with music terms, because the flow of the classroom is so, everybody's new, they're nervous, and I want to settle them. I put on spa music. I know that's crazy, but it helps me as well. So that's playing in the background. And anyway, I've got on the board it says, find your seat and then take a puzzle. Hi, Lee. They take the puzzle and then they sit down and they start to do it. And I say, do work on the puzzle quietly until, and I try not to say anything. I just let them come in and do those things first. And I just, I say hello to them. I smile. I try to be warm. I put, welcome to chorus, Mr. Duncan's chorus class or whatever. So, and then that usually with sixth graders, it takes a long time. They're just kind of streaming in. I'm not a Korean local. No, I'm in Korea judging the World Aerobic Gymnastics Championship. No, not a Korean local, sorry. Anyway, so, I'm leaving on Wednesday, and I promise that I'll have more structure on my Periscope live stuff later in the summer. But right now I'm winging it. All right, so anyway, so back to the structure. So then they sit down and they do their thing, and then after they do the puzzle, and it seems like most of the kids are in the classroom, I tell them to put the puzzle away, and then we immediately start, hello, thanks for the hearts, with my S-Cube stuff, my sight singing posture exercise and all of that. So, and remember at the end of this, I'm going to offer, it's a big deal today, and it's going to help you at the beginning of school, and it's free. So anyway, if you can endure for 2 hours, it will be free. So something, I'm not telling you till the end. Thanks for those hearts. But anyway, so, I want from the very first day for them to feel like, and to know that I'm going to have, thank you for those hearts, lots of structure, and then I want them to know we're going to have fun, and I want them to feel like I'm always going to tell them what I'm going to do, and so they don't have to ask, especially the sixth graders, because I teach them for all 3 years, love in the hearts, thank you, and I think it starts that very, very first day, and your classroom is set up for the right kind of flow, so they're inclined not to shoot their hands up and ask questions. Hello, call-in music. I want them to just know that I've got them and that I know. And it took me a long time to figure out what they needed with the structure, but I realized really quickly that they, especially sixth graders, need questions answered before they have them. And it takes a while to figure out what those questions are going to be. But anyway, so then we do our S-Cube stuff on that first day, and then we play a game. We play a game, an S-Cubed game called Forbidden Pattern, which a lot of you probably know, and thanks for those hearts. And then later in the week, we do more games that I want to, just keep the fun going, but also that structure. Every day when they walk in my classroom, I want them to go straight to that board with their eyeballs and do the warm-up exercise, which is basically a bell ringer exercise. And so I'm setting it up from that first day. And that's what I do with S Cubed as well. I mean, that's always what I do first in the classroom is that written warm-up or that bell ringer exercise. So from that first day, we're setting that up for them. And then about 2 weeks into school, we begin to get into the folders, the music folders. And with 70 children, and sometimes as many as 84, that's my max class, I've got to have that system worked out, or the folders can be a nightmare. And I've written on my blog, In the Middle of Mr. D, bell ringer exercises theory-based, written, or performance-based. My bell ringer exercises are all focused on sight singing. And in the S Cubed program, the bell ringers, you know, they always, that's what I start class with. And so for 10 to 15 minutes, that's what I'm doing at the beginning of class. And I have them keep a folder that is for chorus, that Thanks for the Hearts, that I keep, that I grade occasionally. I do random folder checks to see if they're keeping up with the folder. I walk around, I put stickers inside the folder as they're doing the bell ringers. That the start of class is so important, especially with classes as large as the ones I have. So that's why from the first day I'm setting it up, and the folder is separate from music folder. Yes, they have their own folder that they keep for the bell ringer exercises, and I make sure that, you know, I randomly check them so that they're on, you know, they know they're going to be held accountable for that. And in the first few weeks, I do a lot of random folder checks. I say to them when I go through the syllabus, we're going to have random folder checks, and you need to be ready. Hello, Stacy, and they know that it's coming, and then I just randomly at the beginning of class, after the bell ringers are over, maybe the first, second week of school, I just call 3 or 4 names, and I have a rubric. And that rubric is, you know, it tells exactly what I'm looking for when I check the folder. Have you done the warm-up exercises? Have you kept them in sequence? Is your folder neat? Is your name on the outside of the folder? The things that create the structure that you want to see and good habits in them. Now the music folders, I was getting into that. When I start those music folders, I make the students keep their music folders in alphabetical order by song title. And I teach that process because, you know, it's with 6th graders especially, and I teach all 3 grades, but I'm setting up this process through from the first day of 6th grade and hoping that they will stay with me through those other years. And so anyway, so they get the first day. I don't just say get your music folders, because that's a nightmare, and they will be a hot mess. And every class uses the same music folders. So when they finish, they have to put them back in alphabetical order to put them up. So the first day that I give them the music folders, which is about 2 weeks into the school year, I teach it. I assign folder numbers to every student. I use Excel, which I'm not that great at, but I usually have a parent help me with that. And so I put on the wall as they enter the room at the 2nd week mark all the names of the kids and their folder number assignments. And it has a column for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I'm not great at Excel either. Yeah, it's terrible. I'm terrible. Why can't it be easier? Anyway, so they, you know, I have a student check the folders at the end of class. Have you put the folders back in the correct slot? I have color-coded things to help them. Yes, it's good, Tracy, it's good. The Excel is great. I just want to be better at it. But anyway, so the kids look through the folder the first day. They find what their number is. Folder number 5, it has a 5 on the outside of it. Every piece of music inside has a 5 on the inside, or whatever your number is, if you're 10 or 20. So that they know they have to be accountable for the music and keep it in order every single day. It's so important to teach that process from day 1. And I take time that first day that they use the folders. We might not even sing that day. I just, my one day, that 2nd week or so, my task, one of the tasks, is to teach them how to handle the folders. And then and I make it as funny as I can. So, because they love to laugh. And at the end of class, when they put the folders up, they've looked through the songs. Maybe we listen to the song, 1 or 2 songs or something, to get them excited about singing it. But the whole point of this Periscope today is about the live piece, the structured piece, and how important the structured process and teaching these processes to the children. So, and not assuming they're going to do anything or to know what to do. I mean, we have to teach it. So you keep all the music for every group in one set of folders. Yes, I do. And there's a lot because, I have some 4th 9 weeks, they sing a ton of music, so it can get kind of thick, but they work it out. I mean, if you teach the process right from the beginning of the school year, it's fine. And so anyway, they put them back in, they put it neatly, and then I've chosen my monitors or whatever, the kids who check it every day. There's usually 2. And then all the kids put them up by row. I go, row 1, put your folders up. And then, I make them put them in every other slot because I have so many kids. I have a bin that includes the even numbered folders and a bin that includes the odd numbered folders. And on that first day, I make sure, how do you prevent music from leaving the folders? I think it's about careful dismissal. If you are haphazard when you dismiss the children, you don't leave enough time at the end of class, then you're going to have a mess. It's going to be a mess, and they're going to miss the slots. That's why we have to be so deliberate in how we teach this process. Because once you've taught it, it's good. But especially with 6th graders, and then you've got them for all 3 years. So anyway, the kids put them up, and then the monitors look, and then I usually make some dramatic thing. Like when if the students turn the folders around backwards, it looks sloppy to me, and I tell, and you can see the white paper. And so I will say something like, I want it to be butt out, and they enjoy that, of course, because they're middle school. And I show them what the back of it is, that I'm calling the butt. And I know we have to do the things we have to do with middle school, right? And then they snicker and laugh. And then if I see that the paper, the white is showing, and the monitor didn't catch it or something like that, I run over and I gasp, and I look at the white part, and then I look at them, and then they go, oh my gosh, who is it? Which one is it? Who is it? Who did it wrong? And you make it a thing, right? And then I flip it around, and you just have to do the things that get their attention. And then they remember, and then I turn it around and fix it, and I call the kid by name, but I don't make it a negative thing. It's got to be funny and silly, because they're already scared to death. They don't know you so well yet at the beginning of the year, and 6th grade, and you're really setting up a relationship so that you hope will last, and you want them to want to work with you and cooperate with you and do the things that you need them to do. And so the way that we teach those processes matter. So at the beginning of the year, those are 2 of the ways that I love how taking care of housekeeping early saves frustration later. Yes, it does. Thank you, Missy. What kind of folders do I use? I just ordered some really nice ones from Pepper. This year I had some extra funds, and so I spent a lot of money on the folders, but they last. What I found, these are sort of they're a leatherish material with a little, I don't know, gold things, what do you say, on the side that protect it, because so many children are running through the folders. Now, I've used paper folders in the past, and those from Pepper Music also, but they tend to just get destroyed with so much usage. And I try not to use the folders longer than I need to. So once they know, hello, ni hao, once they've kind of learned the music, I stop having them pull the folders out to decrease the amount of damage to the folders. And so that's sort of what I got going with some of the structure that I think is so important at the beginning of the year. No, I am not Korean. Sorry, I am in Korea at the moment. I just finished judging the World Aerobic Gymnastics Championship, and I'm staying for a couple extra days. I'm going to go to Seoul tomorrow. Anyway, so it's time for the deal of the moment, and this one is a free deal, and it's a good one. On my Teachers Pay Teachers store for the next 2 hours, I'm not even sure what time it is, but whatever it is, 2 hours from now until then, the middle school new chorus teacher starter pack is free. Go get it. Download it. It's Music in the Middle with Mr. D. Yes, hearts, I'm trying to help y'all. I want everybody to do well with middle school. It's free for 2 hours. Go get it. Download it. It's got tons of things in it. Like, it's normally $69. And in the summer, of course, everything's less expensive. I am 52, really old. Sorry. Anyway, this is free for 2 hours. Music in the Middle with Mr. D. Teachers Pay Teachers. Google middle school sight singing if you're not familiar with my stuff, and you'll find everything that I've got out there. And there are a lot of other great deals as well in my store from now until the end of June. If you're on my email list, you know, because I just sent. It is Hello55. It is, I've got a mega bundle out there, all kinds of stuff. So go check it out. Thanks for joining. I'm going to go to Facebook Live now. Bye. How do you turn it off? All right, bye.